Created a problem to keep my annoying neighbor occupied and get some peace. When we bought our house in 1992, we had no idea we were moving next to the neighborhood's biggest pain in the ass. Our property used to be part of his lot, but his lawyer screwed up and accidentally sold us the back section. Big mistake on their part. This guy Rick would literally stand in our backyard every morning at 7 a.m., marking what he thought was still his territory. Right outside our bedroom window, he'd pace around, measuring stuff with his stupid little tape measure, muttering about property lines. My wife Janet would wake up to this creep staring at our house like some kind of weird scarecrow. Every time I tried talking to him, he'd go ballistic, screaming about how we stole his land, how his family had owned this property for decades, how he was gonna take us to court and get his driveway back. Dude was absolutely unhinged. I'd show him our deed, and he'd just wave his hands around saying it was all fake paperwork. The breaking point came when he started parking his rusty pickup truck right on the property line, blocking our view and revving the engine at 6 in the morning. This went on for months. Janet couldn't sleep. I was losing my mind. Something had to be done. Rick's wife Martha barely left the house because she had some kind of hip problems. She spent all day watching her soap operas on this massive satellite dish they had in their yard. The thing was huge, probably cost them a fortune back then. And that gave me an idea. I worked for a wireless company at the time, so I had access to all kinds of testing equipment. Frequency generators, signal boosters, the whole 9 yards. One weekend while Rick was out mowing his lawn and giving me dirty looks, I set up a little interference device in our garage, pointed it right at their satellite dish. I programmed it to kick on 10 minutes before every hour and shut off 10 minutes after, so every show they watched would get scrambled right at the beginning and end. They'd miss the opening credits and never see how anything ended. It was perfect. The first week, Rick was out there constantly, climbing up on his roof, adjusting the dish, cursing at the sky. He called the satellite company like 5 times. Technicians came out twice, but of course the signal was always perfect when they showed up. Rick was getting more and more frustrated, screaming at customer service over the phone. Martha was probably going crazy inside, missing her stories every single day. I could hear Rick through the windows, yelling about how much money he was paying for garbage service. The guy was obsessed. He bought signal meters, new cables, even had them replace the entire receiver box. Nothing worked. After 3 weeks of this, I decided to play my ace card. I walked over while he was up on the roof again, looking totally defeated. "Hey Rick," I called up. "I work in wireless communications. Maybe I can take a look?" His whole attitude changed instantly. Suddenly, I was his best friend. "Really? You think you can fix it?" He climbed down so fast he almost fell off the ladder. "These idiots at the satellite company don't know anything. Been dealing with this for weeks." I grabbed the ladder and climbed up, pretending to examine the dish, made some serious faces, checked the connections, moved it slightly to the left. "I think I see the problem," I told him. "Your dish is picking up interference from that new cell tower they put up about a mile away. The frequency is just close enough to mess with your signal during peak transmission times." Complete nonsense, but it sounded technical enough. "I can adjust the angle to compensate for the interference pattern." I moved the dish about 2 inches and came back down. "That should do it. The interference usually happens right before and after the hour, so you should be good now." That night, I shut off my interference device permanently. The next morning, Rick came running over to my house at 7 a.m., but not to mark his territory. He was grinning like an idiot. "It worked! Martha watched her entire show last night without any problems. You're a genius!" From that day on, Rick treated me like family. He'd wave every morning instead of glaring, brought us vegetables from his garden, even helped me fix my fence when it blew down in a storm, and he never mentioned the property line again, not once.